Hello everyone, it's Cassie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the mid-year book freakout tag and I'm very excited to do it. This is actually my first tag that I'm doing on my booktube channel. I want to start doing more. I don't know why I haven't done more, so that's gonna happen. I know I kind of have sucked with uploading. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but I have. Work's been crazy, but I think I'm gonna be done working in the next couple weeks. So we're gonna be posting a lot more once I'm done my job. Let's not worry about that. Let's just get right into the tag. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both of those would mean the world to me. Make sure to answer the tag questions in the comments below. I would love to know all of your answers. Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload from me, and let's get into the video. So if you see me looking down, that's where the tag questions are on my computer. They're on there. Question 1 is best book I've read in 2021 so far. I don't even know. So if you don't know, I have been reading the Pretty Little Liars series all in 2021. I started it in January, so I haven't read that many other books, to be honest, and I am really enjoying the Pretty Little Liars series. I'm almost done. I only have a few left, but I am excited to be done so I can read a bunch of other books, but I am enjoying the Pretty Little Liars series. But I picked 3. These 2 are technically my highest rated ones of the year. These 2 are my only 5 stars so far, but this one sticks out as a book that I really enjoyed that wasn't Pretty Little Liars. So first we have Allie's Pretty Little Lies. Allie's Pretty Little Lies by Sarah Shepard from the Pretty Little Liars series. This is technically the prequel to the whole series, or to at least the first half, what I know. If you're gonna read the Pretty Little Liars series, don't read this first because it really spoils just about everything. But this book was really good and it started the series off really strong. As I said, probably shouldn't read it first, but since I did, after I read this, I was really excited to continue the series because this book was so strong. I think it helps it was written after a lot of the other books, so it has like 20/20 vision. It knows what things it needs to tie up and what things need to have answers in this book. So that obviously helped it. This was definitely one of my favorites in the whole series so far, and I only have a couple left. Another one of my favorites in this series is Twisted. This is I think it's the 9th book in the series, without not counting the prequel and one called 4.5. This is Twisted. Honestly, this is where supposedly the book series was supposed to end, but then it got added on to or whatever. So I just really like this book because it had all the answers to everything and just wrapped up all your questions pretty well. It just had a lot of twists and turns and you were just like, I just wanted to keep reading it. I think I read this in less than 24 hours, so it was super good. I obviously can't really say that much about it because it's in the middle of a series, but it's really good and definitely top of the whole series. Then for one that's not Pretty Little Liars, I gave it The Cousins by Karen M. McManus 4 stars. If you don't know, I really enjoy Karen M. McManus's books. I have all of them and I'm gonna mention more later, but I will say this one's a little slow in the first little bit of the book, but the end and the rest of it make up for it. Millie, Aubrey, and Jonah Story are cousins, but they barely know each other, and they've never even met their grandmother. Rich and reclusive, she disinherited their parents before they were born, so when they each receive a letter inviting them to work at her island resort for the summer, they're surprised and curious. Their parents are unwavering on one point: not going is not an option. This could be their chance to get back into their grandmother's good graces, but when the cousins arrive on the island, it's immediately clear that she has different plans for them, and the longer they stay, the more they realize how mysterious and dark their family's past is. The entire Story family has secrets. Whatever pulled them apart years ago isn't over, and this summer, the cousins will learn everything if they can survive the season. That just gives you a basic idea of what it was, what happened in it. I really liked this book, and I don't know, I really like Karen M. McManus's books. If I know some people don't really care for her books, but if you do, I definitely recommend Cousins because it's been one of my favorite books that I've read this year so far. But I feel like that's really going to change in the second half of this year now I spent so much time on question 1, let's get to question 2. Number 2, best sequel you've read in 2021 so far. So I've literally only read 2 sequels this year, and that would be like Pretty Little Liars and Good Girl Bad Blood from Holly Jackson. If you didn't watch my review for it and reading vlog, I didn't really enjoy it very much, and I liked the first one better, and I didn't even love the first one. So I guess my cop-out answer would be a Pretty Little Liars book, but like, yeah. Number 3 is new release you haven't read yet but want to, and I have the answer for that one really easily. For me and for many others, I'm sure the answer is Ace of Spades. First of all, I need to get rid of these stickers. I just haven't yet. The cover, beautiful, wonderful, incredible. Also just, I don't know, the feeling of this book just makes me feel like it's gonna be a good book, which doesn't make sense, but maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. If you don't know what it's about, it's supposed to be like Get Out and Gossip Girl together, but it also gives me Pretty Little Liars vibes, and I've heard other people say that as well. So basically these 2 students are selected to be part of the school's elite, school's senior prefects. Shortly after the announcement is made, though, someone who goes by Aces begins sending anonymous text messages to reveal secrets about the 2 of them that turn their lives upside down and threaten every aspect of their carefully planned futures. As Aces shows no signs of stopping, what seemed like a sick prank quickly turned into a dangerous game with all the cards stacked against them. So I'm very, very excited. I'm reading this in July for Mel Reads Buddy Reads, and I'm very, very, very excited. This probably will be the first book I read in July for Patreon book club buddy read thingy-mabobber. Number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. For me, I don't really pay attention to new releases or stuff that's coming out later in the year. I need to get better at that, but I just like never do. So, but I do have 2 that I know of. Well, the first one is from Shari Lapena. I don't know how to say her last name, but I have read a decent amount of her other books. I do want to read the other ones that I haven't read yet, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But she has a book called Not a Happy Family coming out in July. So basically it's about this rich family where the parents get murdered and leaves their 3 devastated adult children, but no one's sure who did it, and it could have been maybe one of the children because they could stand to inherit millions. So that's like the mystery of it, and I'm very excited. But I also have a second one that I'm very excited about, and this is where Karen M. McManus comes back into play. She has a book comes out November 20th, 2021, so I still have a long ways to wait, but it's about 3 best friends, or 3 people who used to be best friends who kind of drifted apart. They all are kind of different types of people. They run into each other in the parking lot one day when they're all late and decide to skip that day. And they also see another student from their school who decides not to go to school, and they decide to follow him. When they are following him, it leads them to see his death. I don't know if they witnessed the murder or they just like end up running up on him and he's murdered. But they all have a connection to this dead student. Those are 2 books that I know about that I'm very excited about that are releasing in the second half of the year. There probably will be more, but those are the 2 that I know of right now. Next question is biggest disappointment. I have lots. First, we'll just quickly go with these ones because I guess these aren't my biggest disappointments, but I am kind of disappointed because I was really highly anticipating A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've heard so many good things about it, and if you don't know, I'm a mystery lover, murder mystery lover, YA lover, so I just thought this was gonna be incredible and that this would be an amazing book, but for me it just wasn't. I did a reading vlog on this one, and then I also did a reading vlog on this one once I got this when it came out, and I just was disappointed because they're hyped up and like it was a really good book, and I just didn't think it was that great. But I will say for Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I guessed the twist because I had read a book that with a similar twist before, so it was a little disappointing. And then this one, if you didn't watch the reading vlog, I got really mad because there was literally no foreshadowing or anything. There was no way that you could have guessed the twist. So these were pretty disappointing for me. But I guess you could say my real disappointment of the year was We Were Liars. I fell for the hype on Book Talk, and I will never fall for that hype ever again, because this is one of the worst books I've probably ever read in my life. I think I gave it 2 stars. It's not good, like, at all. I read this really quickly because, one, it doesn't need to be as long as it is, and the stupid little poem-y thingies in here, didn't really like that. And, like, the twist was not a twist. Like, I don't get why everyone acts so surprised. I literally guessed it so early on in the book of what was happening. It's so freaking obvious. So I'm really disappointed by this book, but I mean, maybe you'll like it. Like, maybe I don't have the same taste as everyone on Book Talk, but maybe this would have been good when it came out in like 2013 or something. But it's not good now, so this is my biggest disappointment. Next question is biggest surprise, and I don't know what that would be. I guess my biggest surprise is how much I enjoy the Pretty Little Liars series, because I wasn't sure that I was gonna like it since I had watched the TV series, and I'm a big fan of the TV series, so I thought I wouldn't really like the books, but I really enjoy the books. They're different enough that it's still super enjoyable for someone who also really enjoyed the series. There's more deaths than there is in the book or in the show, and I don't know, and the second half is much different than it is on the TV series, so I really am enjoying them, and I'm actually very happy that I started this series. New favorite author, debut, or new to me. I haven't really read that many. The new authors I've read, I haven't really enjoyed. So I guess Sarah Shepard, I don't know. I don't know that I would ever consider her my favorite author, but this is one of my favorite series, so, and she wrote it, so we'll go with that one. I don't really have an answer. Next question is newest fictional crush. I don't have one. Maybe a good old Noel Kahn from Pretty Little Liars, but that also might have to do with who plays him in the show, because that man's gorgeous, so that might be why. But also he's way better in the book series than he is in the TV series. Like, he's a better person, so probably we'll just say Noel Kahn, because like he's cute, good boy in the books, so let's go with that one. Newest favorite character, no one. Maybe this is a cop-out, because I'm gonna go with Hannah from Pretty Little Liars. I always enjoyed Hannah in the TV series, but I feel like I am more thankful that she's a character and more just enjoy her as a character in the books when I notice how freaking annoying the rest of them are. I like each of them pretty much. Emily's really questionable. She's really, really annoying in the books, but I still like Arya and Spencer. But Hannah is just like a good character all around. She's not stupid. She's not dumb with the A stuff. Like, the rest of them make stupid choices with the A stuff, and she maybe has a couple times, but overall she's pretty smart with it. So she's probably, like, I found a new, or reimbursed my, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Just made my love for her more and bigger. Book that made me cry. I don't have a book that's made me cry this year, so let me know in the comments book that I should read that'll make me cry, because we need one of those. Book that made me happy. I'm gonna go with The Cousins again, because it was just like a YA mystery murder, mystery thriller, psychological thriller, I don't know what you would want to call it, but just a YA mystery that, a good one, because I know a lot of people don't like the genre because there's not a lot of good ones, and I understand that. I get that, but this is a good one, so it made me happy because it was an actual good one. Most beautiful book you've bought or received this year. I just bought a bunch of books, and that haul will be coming maybe in the next couple of videos will be a massive book haul. So this will be a little spoiler for it, but it's definitely going to be one of those books. First, we'll go with Ace of Spades. I just really am attracted to this cover. I think it's so pretty, and like, that's nice. So that's probably one of them. Let's try and find another one. I don't even have space for all of them, so I'm still have them in the bag and in the box. Made in Korea cover. I think it's so cute. I don't know, I like the colors of it. Like instructions for dancing. It's just like a nice, pretty blue with the flowers. So pretty. Maybe I would like the initial insole if it didn't have the stupid cat on it, and if I didn't hate this book. This also could be one of my biggest disappointments. The reading vlog for this also should be up soon, so I hated this book, but like this is like in theory a really pretty cover. Again, minus the stupid cat. And the final question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Oh, just like a few, just like a couple of books I need to read. Not also this whole bag of books or this huge box full of books. No, I don't have to read any of those. I have about 1 million books that I need to read this year, but obviously I'm not going to be like reading all these books. We'll name a few. Ace of Spades, like I said. I'm reading Truly Devious this month, so I'd also like to finish the rest of the series. I have The Silent Patient that I'd like to read. The new book, The Maidens, Stalking Jack the Ripper, I'd like to start that series. Very excited about that. I'd like to read The Summer I Turned Pretty, that series, this summer, because like perfect timing. I've been waiting to read it, so I should really read it this summer. I would like to read Crescent City this year. We'll see. It's really daunting and really scary for me to look at this book because this is the biggest book ever. Not ever, but that I own. The only one that's close to this is one of the Harry Potter books, and I haven't even read that. Speaking of, it would be nice to read all of the Harry Potter books because I've had the whole series for quite a while now and I just haven't read it. Honestly, just catch this new haul that's coming and I want to read all of those this year, so it's gonna be fun. I'm hoping in the next 2 months I'm gonna get so much reading done over the summer is what I mean. Hopefully that becomes a real thing where I actually do all these reading vlogs and themes and stuff that I have ideas for, so let's cross our fingers. Send your good vibes to me that I get lots of reading done. I mean, I've set out to read 24 books this year and I'm already at 21, so I'm very proud of myself for that. It doesn't really seem like I read that much because I mostly read Pretty Little Liars, so that was the mid-year book freakout tag, and I had so much fun looking at all the books that I've read this year. Also noticed a lot that I've mostly read Pretty Little Liars, so I need to get reading other books. But I'm very excited for all the books that I am planning on reading the rest of the year. Very excited to do like end of the year wrap up, see what happened for the second half of the year because I got big plans, like I said. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both of those would mean the world to me. Make sure to leave your answers in the comments down below and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload from me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which will be on the screen and in the description box below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!